So we finally got the new Women's World Championship, and it looks just like the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, except it has a white strap, and it's not called Heavyweight. To be fair, right here, calling a Women's Championship Heavyweight is a ticket straight to the grave. The new Women's Heavyweight, I'm keeping the old one. I mean, you can't say that. And yes, it looks the same, but I believe the championship looks really good. It's such a great design, whether it's a black strap or white strap, it just looks wonderful. And finally, we have a championship, Women's Championship, that actually looks like a legit prestigious title. And Raw was business as usual, you know, mostly uneventful, but I love this segment right here because the crowd was amazing and it made me care about the rivalry. Other than that, it was just alright. So the show kicks off with the WWE World Championship presentation. Rhea Ripley got the brand new WWE Women's title. She's rocking that thing. The championship looks really good on Rhea Ripley. Ripley tells Dominic to tell everyone how amazing she is. Crowd boos. We see Cody Rhodes. He put some respect on Rhea's name. He says it would be nice if Brock Lesnar came out and accepted his challenge, but Lesnar doesn't have the guts. Cody, you're starting to piss me off. It's summer. You know how much work farmers have in the summer? Brock Lesnar ain't scared. Brock is putting in the work. Cody, do you want innocent cows to starve? He then challenges Dominic to a match at Money in the Bank, and Rhea accepts the challenge on Dominic's behalf. We see The Miz out of nowhere, but just like always, The Miz got his ass kicked. So then we got Cody Rhodes versus The Miz, which was pretty fine. I mean, I don't know what is happening with The Miz, but the man is putting on bangers lately. Now, as you can imagine, Cody Rhodes won the match. I mean, I can't hate on it too much. Cody versus Dominic, it's alright, but let's be honest right here, it's the definition of filler. Like, Cody is still in a rivalry against Brock Lesnar. This match is not gonna do anything for Dominic or Cody at all. It's pretty pointless, although I hope it's going to be a banger. We see Becky Lynch in the ring. She talked about the World Championship, and she will become one once she gets the Money in the Bank briefcase. Then we saw Zoe Stark, and that was a horrible promo. This back and forth was absolutely embarrassing, man. Same old shit, like you became famous because you got your nose broken, and I'm gonna do it again. We see these two, and it turns into a match, in which, as you can probably imagine, Becky Lynch won the match, as Zoe Stark was watching sitting on a ladder. That's one of the best examples I could give you on why I don't really like Raw anymore. Some of you like this show, and that's fine, that's great, but I believe another part of wrestling fans are just like kinda trying to like this show because they're trying to give Triple H a chance, even though we don't even know who's booking this shit at this point. But let's be honest right here, who actually finds this entertaining? Who's gonna, you know, watch this show, finish it, and be like, that Becky segment, wow. Damian Priest says he would appreciate it if you guys didn't interfere. Rhea and Dom understood, but Finn has something on his mind. So we saw Damian Priest versus Riddle, which was a pretty fine match. This was a qualifier. Pretty unpredictable if you ask me, but Damian Priest lost way too many matches lately. He does have some credibility, so I thought he needs to win this one. So thankfully, Damian Priest won the match. Then we see the Imperium, and Damian Priest says, pick up the bones, and that's exactly what they did. Are you guys excited about Gunther versus Riddle? I don't know, man. I feel like he's not that big of a threat, and Gunther's Intercontinental Championship title reign was great, but what's missing is the rivalries. The only good rivalry I do remember is Gunther versus Sheamus. Anything else was just like, yes, he's holding that championship, days are going by, we get some bangers, but where's the store? So looking at Money in the Bank, the only two people I can see winning this are Damian Priest and LA Knight. That's basically it. I do feel like we're kinda missing some, you know, established superstars, some big names, former champions. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn got interrupted again, and they put their championships on the line this time. And something is happening with Kevin Owens. My man always goes nuts, so Sami asks about that, and Kevin Owens just said that there's way too much going on right now. This segment was actually pretty hilarious. He said, I thought it's going to be better after the bloodline, but now I'm seeing these tall guys, you know, the one with long neck, with no hair. I don't even understand what they're saying. But Sami calms him down, and Kevin Owens went to get some water. No, legit, that segment was one of the best things about this show. You need to watch that. People, Roman Reigns returns again. Every Roman Reigns appearance is a return. We got Ricochet versus Bronson Reed. This is basically a Money in the Bank rivalry right here. We also have Shinsuke Nakamura in this. He was watching the match, and Bronson Reed targeted Shinsuke, and Shinsuke attacked Bronson Reed in the middle of the ring, so Ricochet got disqualified. And in the backstage segment, Ricochet tells Adam Pearce he wants a rematch, but next week Shinsuke is already facing Bronson Reed, and there's some tension between Shinsuke and Ricochet because Ricochet doesn't appreciate the interference. It's not much, but Shinsuke and Ricochet are getting some TV time, so can't complain. Okay, let's talk about the Seth Rollins and Finn Balor segment. So Finn Balor could barely talk because people couldn't stop singing Seth's theme song. I'm not even exaggerating. The only time they allowed anyone to talk was Seth Rollins at the end of the segment. This was supposed to be a serious segment, but unfortunately, the crowd picked the wrong time to sing right here because I feel like this was supposed to be like really deep. And Finn Balor talked about how his career basically almost got ruined because of Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins killed his momentum when, back in the day at SummerSlam, Finn Balor won the match, but he got injured and his career was never the same. And this was supposed to be a serious segment, but, Finn Balor just couldn't focus. He had to listen to the crowd, kept saying shut up, so this was more funny than serious. Seth Rollins laughs. He says not because they ruined your promo, but because that's the Finn Balor he wanted to see. So we are going to see Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank. He's wondering if he's going to get that Finn Balor or the Finn Balor that was running around like a little bitch for the past 7 years. Good, I like when WWE actually acknowledge history. That's the most entertaining thing about this match, the fact that they wrestled before and Finn got injured. That's literally the most interesting thing about this rivalry. I know the match is going to be an absolute banger, but now it seems personal. Not because, Finn Balor is complaining about an injury, he's complaining about the fact that Seth ruined his credibility, kinda ruined his career in a way, because Finn was never the same. Who knows what this Universal Championship title reign could have been, until Goldberg shows up, of course. Then we got Raquel Rodriguez versus Shayna Baszler. Pretty obvious right here. Of course, Ronda helps Shayna and Shayna wins the match. Just another filler. Another filler with Chad Gable and Eric. Nothing interesting right here. We had a brawl at ringside and Chad Gable picks up the W, which is great. Apparently, Finn Balor gave JD McDonald's an advice. And there was a lot of rumors that JD McDonald's is going to join the Judgment Day. Okay. If he's replacing Damian Priest, I don't like it. Finn Balor asks Damian Priest if he would cash in on Finn Balor. Damian Priest says, no, I would never. You have my word. I would appreciate it next time if you kept your word. So yeah, this is probably happening. Damian Priest is probably leaving the Judgment Day. And finally, in the main event, we got the Undisputed Tag Team Championship match. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Ring General, Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. I hate complaining about this because the match was fun, it's always great. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, Gunther, Ludwig, come on. Everyone is talented. I appreciate that, they're doing this for our entertainment, whatever, you get the idea, but I'm here to talk about the quality of the show, and I'm like, every show ends the same way. And it's not that I necessarily really hate it, it's just that I don't have much else to say at this point. The match was fun. I don't feel like putting Gunther in these matches great because he keeps losing and he doesn't even have to. Why don't you just make him focus on the Intercontinental Championship? Whatever the case may be, of course, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens retained the championships, and that was your show. You know when I popped the most? When they announced that Logan Paul is returning. Logan Paul is probably going to wrestle at Money in the Bank. So far, every Logan Paul match was a banger. So I'm actually really interested, and I don't even know who is he going to face. That's the biggest question. I don't hate this show, I just find it boring, and I don't feel like there's a reason to watch next week except for Logan Paul, but that's not because of his storyline, right? You watch SmackDown like it's a TV show. There's a cliffhanger. What's gonna happen? Is Jay going to choose Roman or not? Who's turning on who? Like, that's how a TV show is made. I like that. Raw doesn't have that. It's just watching the same show with very minor changes every week. Anyway though, thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.